Okay, about the learn a little bit about the audio digital studios here. I've got this one. I just I was I had Cakewalk on mine like 20 years ago, long time, and all set up. I've gone through. I'm just starting to download and mess around with them again. So I thought I'd go through some of these audio. Like they'll tell you you can load it up and set the audio and all this easy peasy stuff. But all of our audios are not the same. And for me, this is the equivalent of a $900 digital tracking scanner radio that I put together for price of two dongle radios, $60. But in order to get that contraption running, oops, we had to install one of these virtual cables into our audio drivers. And it's always been like ever since, maybe many years, always playback is cable and virtual cable. Recording is, I'm sorry, playback is through the speakers, recording is went through the virtual cable. But it's nice to, before you get started, at least that you have some idea how your audio is set up. You can go to the sound settings here in your regular settings of the sound audio. And yeah, I've always had these speakers set up. This has been since I put that virtual cable, and always the virtual cable. And anyhow, back to the digital audio recording studio. This happens to be, what's it called? I just happened to see some good reviews about this WAVEFORM, and it's 13 now. So I downloaded this and started it up. Before I started, I went through this before. I remember something about needing a, excuse me, one of these Microsoft Waveable synths driver for mini devices. I'm sure I used to use that, but this pretty much sums it up. You can't find it anymore. And then I also remember there was this in and out device. If you have a sound card or something, more than likely will have one of these installed. This is a freebie genetic. I'm not sure where I went looking for it, and then they'd send you to some download that they wanted to download something onto your browser, and I couldn't find it. So I just kept looking for it to download, make sure that, yeah. Always make sure things seem to add up when you're downloading or looking for things that, I think, and then I finally ended up putting it in. Where did I put it? Must be, I set up a music or something. Must be it. Where did I put it in my larger drive? Yeah, and then I found a 15, and then I found a 16, and one they tried loading down had a weird name on it or something, so don't ever, it's best to be safe. But I finally found it, and I think the latest is this 16, if you need it. So back to the audio program. Anyways, yeah, you'd come in, start it up. This is where the startup would be, and you'd want to go into your settings. And on this one, it's got appearance, I don't know, but you want to go in here to the audio devices and make sure this is set test. I hope you can hear that. I hope you can hear me because I've really been having a lot of problems getting audio set. I had the microphones, they wouldn't even work last night. So I put, because I didn't have any other ones, I hooked this one up because I got no in and no out. And if I switch it back to, I had it on the Windows default audio stuff. It seemed to work, but there was a little problems. And over here you've got output, and I'm not exactly sure what this output 1 or 2 are going or whatever. And you get that set up, and then you would go, and then they've got these other ones. I don't think I even mess with any of this yet. Many devices. And this is where I was, because I came here and I could see that it said, gee, a waveable synth was here, but it was disabled. I couldn't figure that out. Well, now I know why. But what was also weird is that I can go to my device manager, come down, and I finally found it. What is it? Software devices or something. There it is. It claims that it's working properly, but it ain't. Anyhow, it doesn't matter. I'm running it through that other device, the in and out. And the other problem was that it was interfering with my radio. So anyhow, then you'd come into this, make sure you get your devices set up, and like I say, if this thing didn't test it and it sounds, that doesn't really mean a whole lot. And then you would come in, and you'd want to set something up. You say new project, enter whatever name you want to call it, and then it would come up on a screen similar to this. And on this screen you have all these tracks where you can put your, I guess, unlimited numbers of tracks of sounds, whatever sound. And it says here I probably install waveforms, set up devices, set up many devices. Yeah, I guess it's all input. All input. Like I used to go through this before, and I remember something about you'd have to hook up your controlling device that's going to control these sounds through different different channels, but I don't see it on it. Like I said, I'm just getting started on this again. Anyhow, then you'd be in something like this here where you'd have all these tracks, and then just let's say we want to record something on track 1. And then they have all these plugins. A lot of these plugins, they're just either samples of musical instruments, or mostly musical instruments, are synthesizers. Anyhow, I already used, so I'd go here. There's a plus sign. There's your plugins. And I was using this one. It's instruments. What's this effects? Instruments. This one here. Looks like I have no idea what Moog synthesizer. It's just going to use a basic sound, and you can change the frequencies. Well, let's give it a try. And then the other thing you're going to need, and they have one either. I used to have supply you a hair that's got a little, that you can use your keyboard. Once I put this up here now, I hope it's working. It was yesterday. Well, let's see. Oh yeah. Turn the volume down low. And you can mess with these, I don't know, whatever you sound frequency, or you can shape them into different shapes. And here you want a long decay or a short decay. So anyways, I was able to do that to get started. Hopefully you will be able to. And then you just close that. You can bring in some other device if you want. Let's see what was that? What's the effects? I don't know. Equalizers. MIDI chord player. Well, let's just see what that looks like. Well, I'm not getting any sound. Maybe this has to be connected to something else in order to get sound out of it. That used as another controller. Where is it? I don't even see it on here. Mini controller. Well, that one ain't gonna produce any sound. So I mainly just wanted to get back to this just to play with some of these synthesizers and kind of shape different sounds. Anyhow, I played one tune here yesterday out of that same synthesizer here. It was this one right here. It's called soft something, I think soft warning. So if I hold the key down here, you're gonna get some, you can get some pretty weird. Let's see, let's extend the decay on this one. So you could do that, and that's what I recorded here, I think, yesterday. I was having a little problem getting this set up and getting the record, and make sure you have this, and then you've got to make sure you turn it on to get it ready. And then you should be able to record. Well, I recorded this, my first masterpiece, for one track. Well, I won't be in the top 10 anytime soon, but you get the idea. Yeah, hopefully you get the idea and it'll help somebody out here. I can't think of anything else. Just getting started. I'm just getting started too again. Well, thanks for listening.